Hey there, Professor Demersion here. Just wanted to show you the new homework that I'd like you to work on for this week. It's a really quick and easy one, nothing to get worked up about, just combining some of the things we already know with just one or two new things, and I think you'll like it. So what I've done already is using the same Visi stuff that we used last week. I've thrown a QuickTime Movie Player, two of those. We have our recorder, which we'll use at the end, and then something to take it full screen here. What I want to introduce for this week is if we go down to the Visi clippings and you go to the PVR section, actually I'm sorry, the control section, and we're going to learn about switching and routing today. So I'm going to take one router, and I'm going to also, I'm right clicking to get that, or if you don't have your right click, you can always control click to bring those up. So we're also going to grab a switcher. We're going to learn what the differences are between these. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm just holding down the Option key and dragging, just like in Photoshop. And so what we're going to do here with these is what the switcher and router do is it lets you choose between movie 1 or movie 2, and then it lets you route, the router lets you route a video out one output or out another. So what we're going to do is we're going to process a video one way with this output and a totally different way with that output. And then you can choose between which video that we want to process up here. What we're going to do in order to be able to do this full screen is we're going to set up some keys using, it's going to respond to our keystrokes that's going to change between these. Let me show you what I mean. So right now, when let me turn these on. I have this nice fish here film, and we can see these by going. If you go 0 here, why isn't it playing? This guy, is it not connected? Okay, so you can see now it's playing the right video, and we can set it as a loop here. I see what's happening. And then when you switch it over here, it's playing the right one. Okay, so you can control this also by using numbers to do this. And so if we plug the number 0 in here, I'm going to pause these because it's killing the kind of power of my computer to play these and record this video I'm making for you guys at the same time. So I'm just going to give it a little break. But you'll see here when I put a 0 in, it's going to jump to the left when I hit return. Do you see right there? And when I go 1 here, it jumps to the right. And so what we want to do is assign that a keystroke. So let's say you can assign a letter A or B, or in this case maybe it'll be good to just say when I hit the number key 1, make it go to the left. When I hit 2, make it go to the right. So just like we did on the very first class, I'm going to make a new object, and it's the key object. We've seen this before, and if you just put a integer box below the key object and connect it from the left outlet to the right, pardon me, the left inlet, and then just lock that up, and then you can just hit any key and it'll tell you what the ASCII key is. ASCII is what I'm referring to, and that's just this kind of system that has been designated for every keystroke has an actual number associated with it. Let's get the 1 is 49 and 2 is 50. Those are the keys I'm pressing. So we know we have this cool select object, which if I plug in the argument 49 and 50 here, then we'll have, anytime that those numbers arrive in this input, it'll send out a bang out that output, out the outlet. Okay, so let's just take a look. I'll put a button here and a button there. We'll connect these and show you what that looks like. So now I'm going to hit the 1 key, and you should just see this turn yellow. Perfect. And then I'm hitting 2, and that one just turned yellow. So Now all we got to do, now you don't need to have these buttons. That's just to show you guys that the output is hitting out there. Now let's just make a message, and we're going to have this say 0 because we're going to want it to go left, and then this one's going to be 1. Okay, so when I hit the number 1, it's going to choose the left video. When I hit the number 2, it's going to choose the right video. Okay, I know it just says 1 and 0 and 1. Don't let that confuse you. These are, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to hit 1, it's going to say 0 here. I'm going to hit 2, and it's going to say 1. So we're just sending it. See, when this is highlighted, it's making it use this input, and I'll hit play here so you can see it. Or hit 2, and now it's going to hit the other input. This guy should show up here in a second. Oh, let me hit play. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's pause that. I like it so far. So now when we go full screen, you can use the 1 and 2 key to switch between what gets sent into this switcher. Now what we're also going to do is take the video out of the switcher and send it into this router. And what this is going to allow us to do is process this video in 2 different ways. Okay, I'm going to go to Visi Clippings. We're going to use some of the effects like we used last time, but different ones. And let's say I want to use there was a couple I was playing with there. This pixelator is kind of cool. Let's grab that. And then let's also use this video effects one here. Was it the BR Cosa 2-toner was cool. And then let's also get one more. And Visi Clippings effects. The Sketcher one I kind of liked. Okay. So what I didn't get to show you last time is that you can actually daisy chain these. In other words, you can make them flow one after the other, and you can process. You could have 3, 4, 5 of these different movies all kind of processing one and then the next. Like I said in class, it's kind of like using an effects pedal if you're a guitarist, and you have you're plugging these into different visual effects. So now what I'm going to do here is anytime I hit I can send it out this way, and we're going to process it this way, and I'm going to send this one out this way here, and I'm going to process it a different way. Okay, well, I'll just tuck this over here for right now. Okay, and now you're thinking, well, how do I use this one? I'm going to go video out over here. You know what? I'm going to bring this guy over more so it'll make it kind of easier to see. And then I'm going to say this one, it'll be our video 2. So what this is allowing me to do is to process video in different ways and then send that full screen. And then this is going to let us choose which one that we want here to go out to our full screen input. And this is also going to affect this guy here. Okay, so a couple things that I want to do at this point, and that is add some more quick keys. Let me pause it here and hope that this was under 10 minutes.